Hello, everyone. Happy Tuesday. I hope y'all are having a fabulous start to your week. I know I am. I got to start my day off with our moms group that meets every Tuesday, and it is always just so refreshing and exciting to go and start my week there with a bunch of moms. It's free childcare. It's 2 hours of just mom time. So it's always nice to start that way. I wanted to pop on and share with you guys something that it caught my eye the other night, and I was reading over it and I thought this information was really interesting. As most of you know, I am on a weight loss journey. I am down 25 pounds. So I'm about halfway to my goal of where I want to be. While I was pregnant with my kids and everything, I gained a lot of weight. A lot of that was stress eating. I don't need to go into all of those details, but it was a pretty stressful time in our life, just with Army life and family life. It was pretty rough. And so I eat my feelings, or I did, and that's where that came from. So this title caught my eye. Is your gut bacteria making you fat? What? So I had to read this article, and I wanted to share with you guys some of the things that they had there. So I have my notes that I'm going to be looking at, so don't mind me. So, as most of us know, we hear all about the obesity epidemic and all of that. So, the obesity epidemic today has generated attention from various fields of research given its association with various diseases and cancer. As it turns out, if you are overweight, you are likely harboring destructive bacteria species. Interesting, right? Or at least I think it's interesting. My dad was a paramedic, so I grew up with all the medical field thing. It was always fascinating. So the World Health Organization predicts that almost 3 million people will die from obesity across the world by the end of a single year. You guys, that's about the population of Houston, although Houston might be a little bit bigger now, but we're talking lots of people. The human body is host to around 100 trillion microbes. What? Sounds like an alien. Kind of weird. So, microbes. They outnumber the human cells in the body 10 to 1. So really, you are more bacteria, virus, fungus. You're more of that than you are human. It's kind of funny to think about. The human microbiota is made up of trillions of cells, including bacteria, viruses, and fungi. This is science, not me. I'm not pulling it out of thin air, I promise. The microbiota is important for nutrition, immunity, and effects on the brain and behavior. It is implicated in a number of diseases that cause disturbances in the normal balance of microbes. Interesting. So, your gut health affects everything. Chronic inflammation. Do you have friends that are chronically inflamed? They're puffy, they're bloated, they have all sorts of things that are not working right. Chronic inflammation, which results from an altered gut microbiota, not only leads to obesity, but may be responsible in the development of insulin resistance and inflammatory bowel disease. Sorry, I'm momming on top of talking about guts. Okay, hey, I need you to be quiet, okay? Shh. So, not only are we talking about inflammatory diseases, but we're talking about insulin resistance. That's kind of a big problem there. Improving the balance of good bacteria in your gut is necessary to promote the normal function of your gut and your overall health. Although Firmicutes and Bacteroidetes, I said that wrong and I was practicing it. It's a really weird word. They're both considered healthy and friendly bacteria. Your focus should be on welcoming Bacteroidetes in greater numbers than Firmicutes. 1 second, we have an Elsa fan here. Ava, no ma'am. Go. Her birthday's in November and they're coming out with Frozen 2, so clearly we're taking her to see that. Go sit on the couch. Thank you. Okay, so we know we've got to increase this one bacteria more than the other. So how do we do that? there's a list of foods that I have. Feel free to reach out to me for that list. It looked pretty, I think I saw cocoa on there. And so, of course, cocoa can make chocolate. So why not, right? Let's see. So, ways to prevent your bacteria from making you fat. There are 3 things that they recommended you pay attention to. So feel free to reach out to me if you want to know how you can keep your bacteria from making you fat, or you can work on reversing if you're overweight and you feel like maybe this could be something that's triggering that. Feel free to reach out to me. There are 3 things that they want you to pay attention to reverse that, to increase the better bacteria to lose weight. So reach out. I will shoot that to you as soon as I can. It was really interesting, guys. If you want to see the article that I got all of this information from, there was so many more details that I didn't even touch. Message me, drop me a comment. I'd love to get that to you. This is really fascinating. And hey, maybe if we paid more attention to this, we could reverse the obesity epidemic and become healthier. All right, guys, I'm going to bounce before my kids scream Elsa to me. I hope your Tuesday is amazing, and I will talk to you guys later.